Welcome to today's NASCAR Winston Cup Series event, the EA Sports 500, live on MRN from the Talladega Superspeedway in Alabama. And Barney, this track always manages to produce some white-knuckle moments.
Some drivers will tell you that finishing with their car in one piece here is just as good as a win. The close racing makes it very exciting for the fans, but very nerve-wracking for the drivers.
Jimmy Spencer seems to always finish toward the back.
Boy, is it tough when you're consistently finishing in the back. You start to lose confidence in your team and, more importantly, yourself. Maybe this race will turn things around for them.
Terry Labonte has been called the Iceman because of his cool demeanor under pressure. But maybe the nickname Iron Man is more appropriate.
You know, that's right. Labonte set a record for consecutive race starts with 655. That's over 20 years without missing a race.
Steve Park has had some tough breaks during his still young Winston Cup career. He missed a bunch of races in both '98 and 2001 due to injury.
Yes, and unfortunately those injuries cost him a shot at Rookie of the Year and his first top 10 points finish. But he's back now and as good as ever.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Here's the starting lineup.
In the front row are the Target Dodge and the Interstate Batteries Pontiac. In the second row are the 15 car and the Valvoline Pontiac. Starting the race from row 3 are the Dodge dealers UAW Dodge and the 28 car. The fourth row has the America Online Chevrolet and the Dale Jr. Chevrolet. Starting the race from row 5 will be the Mark Martin Ford and the Kodak Chevrolet. In row 6 we have the Sirius Satellite Radio Dodge and the BAM Racing Dodge. Tony Stewart, the NASCAR Winston Cup points leader, will start towards the front. Starting the race from row 8 are the Ganassi Racing Dodge and the 46 car.
All right, then, boys, here we go. Coming to the line, and green flags in the air. We're green here at Talladega for the EA Sports 500. Not the best getaway initially from the start. Looks like Bobby Bonnie's got a better restart gear, but we got higher top end speed built into this car, so we should be better on the straightaways once this car builds up speed. As you can already see, we're starting to get past Johnny Benson right here and eventually get past Bobby Labonte right here. There we go. Already up to the first. In practice, this car was hitting almost 200 miles per hour by itself, so this car is absolutely like insane on the straightaways. So I literally can run by myself and not have to worry about these guys catching me. Even if they're in like a big pack and they gotta run on me, they're most likely not gonna be able to pass me because of how fast this car is in the straightaways. I mean, look at this. Almost 195 going into turn 1 after the first lap. And we're already gapping these guys by like a solid half a second, it looks like. I can't really tell visually, but we're already putting a pretty good gap on them. So it seems like a pretty interesting race so far. I guess the only thing that'll make this race interesting will be pit stops and maybe a little bit of crashing going on here, as we never know when the big one will happen at this racetrack. Yeah, if I'm being honest, I probably could have started last and then worked my way to the front. That would have been more interesting than this. But I'm not taking this for granted. I am enjoying every second of it as I completely demolish the field here. I probably already have a second on the guy in second. Let's see here. Yep, second, more than a second and a half. on the second place driver right here. And look at that, 198 going into turn 1. This car is unbelievable. But who doesn't like a good old-fashioned ass whooping at Talladega? My God, man, 199 into turn 3. Unbelievable. I cannot believe how fast this car is right now. This is unreal. Shades of, what was it, Bill Elliott, when he came from 2 laps down and then took the lead and won the race. Back in, probably in the 80s, I think. I want to say 1988. I don't know 100% exactly what year it was, but I want to say somewhere around that time. Oh no, something is amiss on the Jimmy Spencer car. It seems that he has slowed down tremendously in this last lap and a half, and it's allowed the guys behind him to catch up. Something mechanical must be going on in that car. He's got to try and figure out what's going on before he loses too many positions here. As Ricky Rudd takes the lead. Looks like possibly Dale Jr. for 4th as well. Whatever's going on in that 41 Target car, he's got to try and figure out fast. Seems like we're barely able to cling on here. So I just heard over my headset that the crew seem to have figured out what might be wrong with the car. It might be a bad battery in the car. And if that's so, they might have to try and exchange that out during a pit stop. This does seem like he's able to close up to the guys in front of him. He's closed up to Bobby Labonte. Looks like he and Bobby Labonte are going to try and make their way around Michael Waltrip right here. Oh, they make contact. Oh, Michael Waltrip almost goes around. It looks like he was able to save it. Now it looks like Jimmy Spencer is going to try and make the move on Ricky Rudd right here. As all 4 manufacturers are running 1, 2, 3, and 4. The Chevy out front, Pontiac 2nd, Ford 3rd, and Dodge 4th. Sure, all the manufacturers are having a blast seeing each of their representative drivers and teams out front with their car make. So it looks like it is a 4-car breakaway compared to the rest of the field right here. I think the best thing we can do right here is just draft with these guys until our pit stops come up. And then hopefully we can pit with these guys whenever they decide to do so. And be able to come out with at least 1 or 2 drafting partners, hopefully. Jimmy Spencer has a run on Dale Jr. right here. He's going to look on the inside. Try and make the move in the pass for 3rd place. He's going to try and draft with Ricky Rudd right here. Going to push Ricky Rudd out into the lead and possibly make a pass for 2nd right here. And he clears Jr. and Labonte. Now it looks like Bobby Labonte has lost a draft of these top 3 drivers, as we just now reach halfway on fuel. Now let's take this moment and let's let the viewers at home crank it up. Alright, so it looks like we slipped up right there. Went up the racetrack in turns 1 and 2. That allowed Junior to get by for 2nd. That's alright. It's just as long as I'm able to save fuel and also draft with these guys. Alright, so we have caught back up to Junior and Ricky Rudd as I go up the racetrack again. A little bit of overcorrection mistake right there, but not that big of a deal. We're still able to hang with these guys. So we can try and pass, or not pass, try and push Junior to the lead, rather. And we do so. That's going to put Ricky Rudd back to 3rd. And if he doesn't fall in line fast enough, it looks like he's going to lose our draft. And it does appear so. So it looks like we can probably go to lap 27, split this race in half. And most likely make this race on a one stop. Looks like Junior was taking the middle lane right there instead of the inside line, which is unusual from past handful of laps, because Junior has been running the bottom lane for the most part, and then just now he started to run the middle lane in 3 and 4 for some reason. You see, he's just leaving the bottom open for me. So if I get a good run on him, I can just take the lead right away from him. Here we go. Got a run on him. And there we go for the lead. Piece of cake. But the negative that I just noticed is that my 2 front tires are very worn. It is going to be interesting if we're going to have to take tires. I think I'm going to have to take 4 tires because there's no way my front tires are going to be able to last all the way to the end. Alright, looks like Ricky Rudd is coming for a pit stop. So that begs the question on when Junior decides to come in for a pit stop. As just as we cross the line, we have 2 gallons, or rather 2 laps of fuel left. Alright, here we come for the pit stop. Slow it down to 70 miles per hour. There we go. No damage, full tank of fuel, and that is good to go. Pit crew has been solid. Oh no, we got held up by Greg Biffle. I was gonna say pit crew has been solid all postseason. Just can't afford a mistake here. There we go, no mistake on the pit crew's end. Come out 10th. And we should be good to make it to the end. There goes Ricky Rudd around us. So he did the undercut on us. So he pitted us a lap earlier than us, and he came out miles ahead of us. There we go, as the leader comes in for the pit stop right there. So now it's going to be down to how fast this car can go around this racetrack. There you go, up to 4th now. It looks like we got Ricky Rudd and Junior up ahead of us. So yeah, it's just going to be, like I said, on how fast this car can catch up to the leaders. And I bet you it was probably because Greg Biffle held us up in the pit stop is most likely the reason why we are so far behind. If we wouldn't gotten held up by Greg Biffle, then we probably would have been where Ricky Rudd is, if not where Dale Jr. is. Probably 2nd right now. But as I see that, the leader is coming for the pit stop, so now we are up to 3rd. So now it's going to be Junior, Rudd, and Spencer battling out for the lead, as we are 1.8 seconds behind the leaders, but they are side by side, so they should theoretically slow each other down right here, as they don't have the draft from each other. It looks like Ricky Rudd made the crossover on Junior right there. It's just going to allow us to catch up even quicker. And just like that, we are to the back bumper of Junior and Ricky Rudd. So now it's going to be a three-man tango, most likely to the end of this race. We're going to pass Junior past Ricky Rudd for 1st and 2nd, as we got a car blowing up on the inside. Can't really tell who that was. It looked like Johnny Benson. F's in the chat for Johnny. But it looks like we're going to be, once again, a 3-man tango for the race win, it looks like. As we got another retiree on the bottom of the racetrack. That looked like it was Matt Kenseth right there. Oh, low contact there with Junior. That'll slow us down a little bit. I don't know what happened there, but Junior checked up big time. And we made a little bit of contact with bumper to bumper there. And let's take this time to go crank it up for one last time in this race. Alright, so it looks like lost a little bit of ground to Junior, but not to worry. We got a really fast car on the straightaways, as I said before, but it looks like Junior's checking up for the lap cars right here. That's going to allow us to get past him. We fly by Junior with 7 laps to go. Look at all these lapped cars holding up Junior. So we get past them, and looks like we most likely hold on to the lead for the end of this race. Alright, so we got about 5 laps left to go in this race. So I like to take the time to explain why it took me a while to get this video up. It's mainly because of college, and then also work, trying to just balance work and school. It's been really difficult for me, so I've been trying and find some time to record these episodes when I can. So hopefully, sooner rather than later, I can get this series finished. Alrighty then, here we go. 2 laps to go here at Talladega. What an unbelievable race for Jimmy Spencer today. What a fabulous car his team has provided for him for this racetrack. It's been awesome from start to finish. The last thing Jimmy Spencer wants to see is a caution. I guarantee you right now, that is all he's thinking about. Please no caution, please no caution. Because like they always say, it's never over until it's over. Through turns 1 and 2 for the final time. Jimmy Spencer has put an absolute butt whooping on the competition today. So 3 and 4 for the final time. And remember where the start-finish line is at this racetrack. It's not at the tri-oval. It's in the past the tri-oval. Jimmy Spencer won last week, and he's going to win another race this week. Jimmy Spencer wins the EA Sports 500. Woo! What a fantastic race car. What a fantastic job from everyone at the team. And that'll get him one step closer to breaking even with Sterling Marlin in the championship battle. Oh yeah, there we go, baby. Another victory lane celebration. I'll mute myself, that way you guys can enjoy it. Oh boy, would you look at that. Talladega at night. Hopefully in the next couple of years we'll actually get that racetrack in real life, but it's good to have that Thunder Plate in the game. As we completely demolished the field, leading Junior by 3.8 seconds as he got hung up by that lap traffic. Again, that definitely costed him the victory. As we go down the list, we got Ricky Rudd third. Sterling Marlin came back to finish 14th after starting 15th. Well, actually, no, wait. Why did I say 14th? I meant 4th. He came back to finish 4th after starting 15th. So we had Matt Kenseth and Johnny Benson retire. And the only other cars that were lapped down were Todd Bodine, Jamie McMurray, Steve Hall, I believe that's what his name is, Steve Hall, Kane Schrader, and Jeff Purvis. And Bobby Hamilton was the last car on the lead lap. All right, well, with that said, Talladega is over, and we head on to California for the Napa Auto Parts 500. And just now we're starting to realize we actually went through that entire race without a caution, which is very odd. It's pretty rare to see a caution-free race at Talladega nowadays, but that will wrap things up for this episode, you guys. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.